Welcome back, all my Celebrity Skin Talk listeners. I'm your host, Scott McGlynn, and today I am joined with the iconic DJ Fat Tony. In this episode, we'll be talking all about his support with the Chemistry for You with the National Bullying Helpline, him turning 60, and all of his skincare favorites. I would like to let all my listeners know that I was a victim of bullying for many, many years, and if you are going through bullying in your life right now, in this bio, you will find all the details on how to contact Chemistry for You with the National Bullying Helpline. So let's welcome DJ Fat Tony to the show. Hello to Tony. How are you doing? Welcome to the show.
Hi, I'm good. You?
I am doing well, lovely. I'm doing well. How's your new year been so far?
Good, yeah. It's been amazing, actually. Yeah, very relaxing now. Hectic up until New Year's Day, and then it's been nice and slow for the last few weeks. So that's good.
Yeah, that's good. Have a little breather, all right? Have a little breather there. Oh, I'm so happy to get you on this episode. And this is a really quite important one for myself and for you as well. But I really want to start this episode off, kicking off with the amazing work you're working on now, which is the Chemistry for You, which is supporting the National Bullying Helpline.
Huh?
So first, I really want to know, like, how did you get involved in this? Because I know you're so supportive of these charities. You've done so many amazing things in Korea, but this in particular, how important is it to you, this one?
It's really important that I'm online a lot, so I use social media nonstop. And the world that we live in right now is that people can say what they want about anyone on social media and get away with it, unless it's politically incorrect, and then the police get involved. But anything personal on a personal level, that basically people can just say what they want, and it's not right, and it's soul destroying to people, like that work really hard and to abuse people because of the way they look or the way that you think they don't look is totally wrong. So it's always been a big one for me because hence the name Fat. For me, it's I don't tolerate it, and I won't tolerate it, bullying in that sense, because no one has the right to do that to you. So when I was asked to come on board on this one, it was a personal thing more than anything, because I just thought, okay, yeah, let's do this, because people need to have a voice. I have a platform which I'm not afraid to use.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it is a personal one to you. So I really love that how now you're taking it on board and helping others out there, because you've done so many amazing things in your career. So you have helped so many people with your platform. But this one in particular, have you had many people reach out asking for support and help?
I mean, look, weight loss is a difficult one anyway, because people, we live in a world where you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. So if you lose, if you're overweight, people talk about you behind your back, and they love to throw names at you. But then when you go on a weight loss journey, people then attack you even more because you're cheating, you're doing this, you're doing that. And it's, what? It's none of your business. It's no one's business. And, don't slim shade, like shame people, and fat shame at the same time. It's like there's no equilibrium in it. There's no balance. So, I mean, for me, I've lost considerable amount of weight, and I get messages like, "Oh my God, you look frail." Frail, fucking frail. What the fuck? And that's a good one. And also, don't lose any more. It's like I'm at my perfect weight. I go to the gym 4 days a week. I am not like wasting away in my apartment, like dying in a corner, not being able to eat. I'm not anorexic. I'm the healthiest I've ever been. My blood sugars are at the perfect levels. Everything is perfect. But yet, other people's opinions are.
No, I know. And you are right, though. The social media side of it, people go a little bit, they are like quite nasty comments, and people do reach out, and it's not good, And me, myself, I've come from a bullying background. So when I had this opportunity to talk to you about this amazing work you're doing supporting the National Bullying Helpline, this was like a personal story for me as well, because I got really bad for many years in school, and even my first couple of jobs growing up, for my sexuality. That was the big one. That was where it was really difficult. So it's really important. Like, I loved to talk to you about this. So it's like for both of us, I think it's very important to have that extra little support. And it's just to let everyone know that it is there as well. I
Yeah, of
think a lot of
course. I
people
mean,
do to
it's like anything. Don't sit and suffer in silence. If someone's
yeah,
bullying you, speak up against them. Don't be afraid of them. Because
yeah.
if you get into an online argument with someone, there's
Oh
no winning. Who's going to
no,
win? Because, suddenly you become as bad as them. And then, of course, then you retaliate. And you're the one that normally comes out of it looking worse because people are like, oh my God, I can't believe you said that to that. And it's like, you know what? People love to edit and people love to have their own edits. And
yeah,
you just think, the perfect way of dealing with a bully is not give them your power. Step back from it, but talk about it. Name them and shame them and talk about it. And leave it at that. You don't need to get into an online argument because so and so. I mean, look, I've just took my dogs to the vet and she told me that dogs put on 2 kilos. And I was like, don't fat shame my dog to the vet. Do you know what I mean?
Ah,
Jokingly, I said, it's holiday weight. But even little things like that still affect me when it's like I'm like, oh God, I need to put her on a diet. No, I don't need to put her on a diet. It's January. She had a busy Christmas. People, it's a strange one when it comes to weight loss and weight gain because it's such an easy, accessible bully. Do you get what I mean? In the sense of, oh, look, shut up, you fat cow. Shut up, you. Do you get what I mean? Oh my God, you
yeah,
skinny ass bitch. All of that stuff that comes with instead of someone saying, "Oh my God, you look amazing."
yeah,
How easy is
yes,
that, right? Make someone feel
yeah.
good, regardless of what your opinion is.
Yeah. I'm the same. Literally, I will always compliment my friends, even strangers. If I grab like a coffee in a coffee shop, I'll just say something like, just have a great day. Like these little things matter most. Or someone's like, Alpha looks amazing. Some stranger, I will mention or I let them know. And it does make them feel better.
Well, I just think people don't realize how long your words can stay in someone's head and how it
True.
affects them,
Mm,
because you don't know what they're going through. So,
exactly. Yeah.
it could be something the most frivolous of comments, but they can take it the wrong way because of something else that it triggers. Just be nice. I mean, I come from my meme accounts and stuff like that. People go, oh yeah, but you're always close to the line. I'm close to the line because I laugh at things that I've been through. I laugh at that stuff. That takes the power out of it. I laugh at my own the way I was bullied. I was bullied at school for being overweight and being gay. I took that power
Mm,
back and I hung out with
mm,
the hardest girls in the school. I hung out in that gang. So people in a way, it was kind of like the bully that the victim became the persecutor in a sense of because I thought, okay, no one's going to get away with doing that to me. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
I kind of took it
Yeah.
back. I didn't go around bullying people, but what I did was I made sure I had a task force with me. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm scared of because I didn't
Yeah.
go do that. And throughout life, people, we are powerless over what someone else says unless we give it power. No, seriously, the sad thing about social media is we allow people on a free app that exists on our phone to dictate our day. One
Mm,
comment from someone, and then it's like, I've been going on about the Frau comment for months since someone messaged me saying, oh my God, you look really frail. I've been going on about that, but turning it into a joke. But it's like, well, frail. Then it's like thinking, oh my God, do I look old? Oh, and it goes, and we're off and running.
yeah. 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 Did it take you a while though to get to that place for being, like you said, back in your school, you suffer from the bullies in there as well, but to take it into a funny moment more than just
Well,
kind of,
the reason I'm called fat is because Fat Tony is because I was actually really, really large when I was a child, and I weighed 18 stone at one point, and that was a name that was always discussed behind my back. People go, which Tony? And they go, oh, Fat Tony, and I just claimed it. I was like, you know what? That's what people call me. That's who I'm going to be. And the minute I reclaimed that, took the power out of it, people stopped calling me that. In that sense, for that reason, they started calling me it because suddenly it was my name and it was DJ name. So therefore, it took the power out of the insult. It was no longer an insult. I don't dare. You know, it it's a remarkable thing when we own something, when we take it back, we take that power out of those online bullies, anyone around us who say things because they're in a bad mood and want to project that onto you. Yeah, whatever, you may be right. Do you know what I mean? It's a way of dealing with it. Because if you say to
Yeah.
someone, "Oh, you may be right," you know for well they're not, but that makes them think they are, and it's just like, "Yeah, yeah, you know what? You may be right, whatever." Kind of
Mm.
ride it off. It takes time to all of that. Oh, yeah, as I said, if I'm having a bad day or I'm in the wrong place at the wrong time and someone says something,
Yes. Yeah.
I can easily go from 0 to 400 in 3 seconds
Right.
because it's a learned behavior.
True. Very true. Very true. Very true. I love though that you've taken it into. I think that's very important. When someone's like picking at you, say, yeah, Fat Tony, great, whatever, and you just taking that off and say, no, I'd own that. I'd have that from me. Thank you very much. And now you're being very, like how successful you are by using that name. And I want to say as well, because I don't know about you, you're very much more successful than I am. But I had my bullies reach out to me after they just see things and that pop up on what the work I was doing. Did you ever get them reach out to you thinking, oh, like, do you want to just like grab a little dinner or
Of
coffee? I was
course,
like,
listen,
uh,
it's life's a remarkable thing because the ones that you think you are toxic or whatever at that point in time, you know,
yeah,
the reality is hurt people hurt, and that's the reality. And you kind of just have to find this place in your heart and think, okay, you bullied me. I'm not going to retaliate to that. There will come a time when you get a conscience and you will apologize. And 9 times out of 10, they do apologize. The odd one or two don't, but then you don't have them in your life. You don't give them that chance to apologize. I think that it's a game. It's a waiting, like a longed out game in the sense of, I mean, listen, I work a 12-step program, so for addiction, and within that program, we make amends, we write amends, we make sure that we go to bed, that I go to bed without any drama in my life. Do you get what I mean? And
yes,
so if
very
I do
important.
someone wrong in the day, it doesn't sit with me anymore. So I'm very fortunate to have a program. Most people don't have a program and they don't think, oh, what I said today was really out of order. Because if I say something, if I meet my mates and there's a gaggle of gays, and I mean, my old behaviours come back within seconds, and I have to be the bitchiest, the funniest. And then when I leave, I walk down the road and I think, why did you just do that? You really didn't need to do that. But because it's it just goes back to that place straight away. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I leave and
I get it.
it's right with me. So I'm really fortunate to have that program where at night I think, oh my God, you need to make amends for that tomorrow. You need to call that person, or you need to change the way that you talk to people.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm the same as you. I'm always believing like if you have an argument or any any bad vibes, never go to sleep on it. 'Cause I know
Yeah, no.
exactly what you mean. I do have a journal. I write in my journal
Yeah, that's good. That's a really good
to
way of
get it out.
dealing with things, is to process it, because the power of writing from the brain to the end of the pen and to write on paper, not on a laptop. Just
Yes.
tapping away doesn't have the same power, but to actually sit and process and think about what you're writing is
Mm.
the thinking part.
Yeah,
In doing
absolutely.
it, you could be writing anything, but the thinking process of what you're writing and then reading it back is it's a really powerful thing. It's a really
Absolutely. I feel like it when I write, I'm a big writer anyway. I'm old school. So I write a lot, write a lot, write a lot. And I feel like it sticks in my brain a lot as well. When I write, I feel like my thoughts are out, or it could be anything, but I write a lot. But I love what you said about that though, before going to bed. That's why I wanted to bring it up, because I have the same. I have the same as
good.
well. But I want to say though, so for this amazing work you do now with the National Bully Helpline, how will people get in touch? Is it just through the call-in, or is it via social media as well, just to reach out for the team?
Basically, with Chemists for You, they did this whole campaign where I made a song about anti-bullying, and you can download that obviously off Spotify, and the proceeds of it go to the helpline. But if you go to Chemists for You's website or
Yes.
Instagram account, it will have everything on there about where you can get help from and what you can talk to. You know, there's lots of other factors to it, but primarily it's an anti-bullying song that you can download. And there's a few other people involved with the campaign. Obviously, it's just not myself, but yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah. That's amazing. Yeah. I'm so, I just love you even more. I love you already, but now I love you even more. Like, just because I think it's something that touches my heart from being in the same boat as you as well. So, and I love this campaign that you're working on. So I'm so happy.
Thank you.
I'm so, and a lot of users out, a lot of listeners out there, everyone will be hearing this. It's what they got, and it needs that extra support. And like I said, I guess it's really, really important just to kind of like talk to someone if you have a feeling that.
Yeah,
And I feel it's more like isolation. I feel like when people's getting targeted and bullying, if you feel isolated, that you're alone, that you're the only one.
but listen, when it's in your head, it becomes a mess, and it becomes so powerful, and it becomes someone else's words or someone else's behavior can affect us so much because we're not processing it. And as soon as we start to talk about it to other people that have been through the same thing, or someone that understands the element of how you're feeling, because it's not about what they're feeling, it's about how you're feeling and how you allow what they're saying to affect you, because it does affect all of us. Someone says, "Oh, you look old, you look fat, it's like it's going to sit with us."
Yeah.
So if you process that, I've got a really good, strong circle of friends that I ring up and we talk about this stuff and we laugh about it, because it's just like, who cares what you think? Literally, it's like, it's different. With most people, when they're bullying, it's deflection. It always is. Or jealousy. Jealousy is a
Yeah.
big one, a big factor. But I think the more you
Yeah.
think about this stuff that is happening to you, the less power you give it. Because there's nothing worse than waking up at 2 a.m. in the morning and laying there till 9 a.m. with it on your mind, and then you can't function for the rest of the day. Because what we do is that with the brain and the mind, it magnifies the smallest of problems at 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. I can have a thought process like when I wake up at 3 a.m., lay in bed worrying about something, and by 6 a.m. I want to kill myself. That's how it works, because I've given it so much drama and so much built up, so many things, because I've not processed it. It's just what happens is it just becomes a massive mess that I think, oh my God, how am I going to deal with this? I can't get out of this. But by 9 o'clock, when I'm fully awake, I think, well, what was all that about? Do you get what I'm saying to you?
Yes. Yeah. It's all in our brain. It's all in our minds. But yeah, I think it's like, and that's the importance of this. The importance of having that support is they're there for you.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to reach out. If you don't open your mouth, you don't get fed, as I always say. And, the minute that you ask for help on anything, one of the most powerful things you'll ever do is to actually say, this is happening to me. I need help. How to deal with this? Because, you're not alone. Bullies probably are the ones that are on their own. Not properly, but that 9 out, we know the stats. Most people that bully us just sitting at home on a laptop in their sad little worlds, trying to ruin your amazing bright world. That's why they do it. There's so many people that are so jealous of other people's feelings and the way that they live their lives.
Yeah. It's like, do you know, honestly, when I do events, when I go to the events, everyone slates me on the articles from there on my outfit. I was like, oh my God, here we go. All the time. Or I look a certain way. I'm thinking, ayo.
Who cares what they think?
Who cares? Jealousy. That's what it is, jealousy. But I'm going to link everything in this bio of this episode for everyone to go and check out their website support, and it's there for them. But I also want to chat with you, my love, because I don't want to put a number, but you did celebrate your 60th birthday the end of last year, correct? You look amazing, by the way, my love. Don't look 60 to me.
I don't know what 60 feels like, because I don't feel 60, because I don't understand what it feels like. My husband's 32. I am the same age as my husband, mentally, physically, I'm not ready to slow down. I'm happy for life. There's a really big difference. And people go, "Oh, what's it feel like to be 60?" I'm like, "I don't know. I don't know what it feels like."
That's the way. That's the
That's
positive
the way
mind
it
of
is.
thinking of it.
I never ever stop and think, "Oh, you can't do that," because I can do whatever I fucking want in life. Do you know what I mean? In the sense of, if I do something in a productive, positive way, I'm capable of doing anything. I'm not ready to, someone says, "Oh, you can get you can get an Oyster card." I don't travel on the tube, so I don't need one, but I wouldn't get one anyway. Do you get what I mean? It's like, no. Oh, well, there's something to look forward to. Free travel. Fuck off. Free travel up your ass. It really is like, for me, I don't know. Yeah, I'm blessed. I never thought I'd get to 27, let alone 60.
Yeah, darling. Yeah, I saw you celebrated, and you had a really good party. I saw some really good friends of yours
Yeah, it
there.
was
So it
a
was a good
dinner. It
party.
was a dinner. I was going to have
Oh,
a party, and I just thought, no, why? Because I'd already got married earlier that year, and that kind of was like 500 people for a wedding is a lot, and it was a lot. It was a very full on wedding. It was amazing. But the thing was, I just thought, why am I having another massive party? Let me just have the people that I want there for dinner. So I threw a dinner party. It ended up 90 people for dinner, but it was amazing because there was no oh, what are we doing next feeling about it. It was a beautiful dinner on a Tuesday night in a private place, and it was amazing. Everyone was
very busy.
everyone was relaxed. There was no one wanting anything other than being there. It was great.
Very busy 2025 you had. Must admit. 2025. Very busy for you.
Yeah, 2026 is going to be even more busier. I have a new book coming out. I have so much stuff going on. Uh, yeah, so that's why these few weeks that I have off mean so much, because there's nothing better than waking up and thinking, I haven't got to do anything today. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm not tired of work. I don't stop working. I love it. I love what I do. I'm very fortunate to be in a job and in a world that I love. There's not
Yes.
really
What,
one
what, what-
of what I do that I don't enjoy.
yeah. Is there anything about the book you can say about now, or is it, well, should we wait?
Well,
Should
the
we
book
wait?
that it's being announced in a couple of weeks' time.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just
We
wait.
wait. We wait. We
It's
wait for that one.
a book about. The last book was an autobiography. I don't take criticism. This one is a self-help book. This one's about what happens when you get into recovery, because people think when they get into recovery, putting down drink and drugs is the end, and it's not. It's the very start. Because you'll realize as you go on, it's really drink and drugs was just the smallest part of your problem.
Right.
It's the bit
Yes.
that we used to blame. And you can't blame anything apart from yourself, because our learned behaviors will always be the ones that take us down. I don't ever think, oh, I'm going to have a drink or a drug, but I do have to watch the way I behave,
Yes.
the way I
Yeah.
treat myself, because the way I treat myself is the way I treat others. So this is what this book is about. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's exciting. Very exciting. I will have to grab myself a copy when it's out for sure. For sure. What? And then I want to say though, just quickly before I move on to the next topic. So, speaking of the book, and obviously, for the drink side, obviously you have friends that plus because you DJ as well. A lot of people has a lot of drink flowing. Have you have? Is it? Can you not? It doesn't bother you no more. Like you're
Well,
thinking,
no, why would it? It doesn't bother me
no.
in
Oh,
that
good,
sense,
good.
because I'm the one who made the decision that I don't want to drink.
Yeah.
If I hadn't made that
Yeah.
decision, it was forced on me, a bit totally different thing. But I'm actually going to be 19 years sober on the 10th of January. And it's, for me, alcohol and drugs aren't a problem anymore, because I don't allow them to be a problem. I know I don't ever want to do them again, because I know that I won't, there's nothing good is going to come from it. I'm not going to suddenly think, oh my God, I love drinking again, because I never loved drinking in the first place. I tried
Yeah.
to get to take me to a different place. It was never a social thing. Don't get me wrong. Originally, in the early days when I was going out clubbing and doing whatever I was doing, it was always a social thing, but it never ended up. It always ended up as an anti-social thing. And for me, I love my life, the life that I had, so much that I wouldn't change it for the world. nothing in a bottle or nothing in a glass is gonna be better than what the feeling that I have of freedom. It's never ever gonna replace that. Being in that environment doesn't affect me. If anything, it's kind of makes me realize that thank God I don't do that.
True. Very true. Very true. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. I gotta say, I have really cut back. I may have one, and that's about it these days.
Yeah, well, you're lucky because
I,
you're in a position that you can have one.
yeah, yeah.
I never had one of anything.
Oh, okay.
It was always like, as we say in 12-step fellowship, one is too many and 1,000 is never enough. And it really is a case of that because I didn't have a stop button.
Ah,
In order for me to keep my stop button working, I don't need to start again.
true. Okay.
So,
Yeah.
being 19 and being in my 20th year of recovery is insane. One day, I just like, I've never ever thought, oh my God, I'm in this for the long run. It was really a matter of, okay, this life got good, life got better, life got extremely good. You know, whatever life's thrown at me, and it's thrown a lot at me in those 20 years,
Yes.
I'm being in a position to deal with it. I'm not,
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never had to hit the fuck it button because the fuck it button won't change anything apart from destroy everything that I've got. And the thing of the way it is I have to, I, however bad things get, I'm not going to make them worse by having a drink or a drug.
Yeah. Yeah. So good. So proud of you. Oh my God, nearly 20 years. That's incredible.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's amazing. Absolutely amazing that one. But before I will leave you though, this show is called Celebrity Skin Talk. So always love having guys on the show because I love when guys talk about skincare like myself. So are you into skincare firstly? Because your husband,
Of
is your
course.
husband, yeah?
I love skincare. I have more
Wow.
I have more products in my house than Space NK and all of them put together.
I love you for the, oh, okay. Go on.
Skincare is a really big thing for me.
Oh, I
Really,
did not know this from you. This is okay. I didn't know what you were going to tell me, actually. Okay, I love it. What is
well,
your favorite?
I've always had very good skin, which I'm being blessed with. At points in time, there was too much of it, but that's all right. Do you get what I mean? But for me, at 60, I need to look after my skin. I need to look after the way I look because the way I look also affects the way I feel. You know what I
Very
mean?
true. It is. Yeah.
As I said at the beginning of this, I don't wake up feeling old anymore because I'm not.
No,
So,
you don't look 60, darling. That's what I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to nick out your.
I have Botox. I go and have Profiler, have lots of skin boosters. I look after myself because when you have weight loss or you're on a weight loss journey of any sort, and I will say any sort, the elasticity in your face and the collagen in your face is one of the first things to go. So for me, I have to have that topped up. I have to look after that. I have to look after my skin because when you get to a certain age, if you're young and you lose weight, the elasticity is still there. But the older you get and you lose weight, it starts to become saggy and starts to droop and stuff. So it's like going to the gym. Go to the face gym and get your face sorted. It's really simple. It doesn't cost a fortune. There's ways of doing it. And facial exercises. There's so many different things to treat your skin. Look at what you're eating. Stop drinking fizzy drinks. Stop drinking more water. All of these things lead to having good skin.
God, yeah, yeah, yeah. I've cut out all fizzy drinks now.
Yeah.
Never. Yeah. No, 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 no. What is your favorite skincare product though? Like, what is your go-to?
My product. I love all.
Yeah, like what?
Justina Spada. I love. I love all the expensive ones because I'm a sport bitch. But I love a bit of Kiehl's even. Kiehl's is great. But for me, creme de la mer, the one in the pump I use daily because it's light. There's nothing worse than putting thick stuff on. Stop using sunbeds and start using sprayed fake tan in the sense of there's so many, amazing bronzers out there. You know, Adam Reed, incredible.
Yeah.
That glow. Although we all, I love a sunbed, but at the end of the day, I like all things in my life that make me feel better. A bit of vitamin D, I can go too far with it, and I can end up coming out so dark and mahogany. It's unreal. So for me, it's all about balance. So with skincare, it's exactly the same. Don't go too mad. You don't need to go too mad. You know.
No. What is like? Do you have like a good routine though? Would you say? Would you have a quite strict?
You cleanse your skin. Make sure you cleanse every morning and every night, because it's really, really important. You know, silk pillows, a silk pillowcase on your bed changes everything. It sounds really poncy, but it's not, because what it does is the silk takes off the dead cells while you're asleep. So that's a really good way forward. Also, change your sheets on your bed or your pillowcase often as possible, because the amount of bacteria that is on your pillowcase, even though you don't change your pillowcases every couple of days, the amount of bacteria that's on there's more bacteria on your pillowcase than there is on the toilet seat.
Yeah, it's true. It's all those 8 shreds.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, it's, water, wash it.
Like, what would be your tip though? Because within your job, you've probably done quite a few late nights.
Yeah.
Should we say? What would be like your tip to get that kind of like fresh little glow in the morning? What kind of things would you do for after late night?
If I've had a late night and then I've got to get up and go to work again, on goes the bronzer, on goes, then I moisturize, I tone, I'm out the door. You know, throughout the day, just make sure that you drink water and not too much coffee, because I'm terrible for coffee as well. Too much caffeine, and it jars me and it makes me all wired, and I hate that feeling, but I still do it. So make sure that your intake. I drink a lot of electrolytes because it's important for me. So I'll have a bottle of water in the morning with electrolytes in it, because for me it's about getting that balance back, the pH balance in my skin, because I went 28 years when I was an addict without drinking water. I used to think it had water in it because it was made with distilled spring water, it said on the bottle. You know, those kind of things. And now it's really important. But
It's very important, darling. Yes. What have you got any skin tools at home that you love? Because I love an LED mask.
I've got about 3 different LED masks.
Oh, of course you have, darling. Of course you have. Okay.
I'm very fortunate people send me them. The LED mask, 3 minutes on red, and then do the purple after later on that in the evening. You know, I don't do it every day. I do it every other day. I've got the electrodes thing that I do on my cheeks and on my lifting that does little bits of electricity into your face. And have it go for a facial. Treat yourself to a facial. Yeah.
Yes, I think it's important. I love a good spa day as well.
But yes, it is a luxury. But at the same time, you deserve a luxury every now and then. And
you do, darling, you do. Like I said, I love a spa day.
Yeah, amazing.
Love a spa day, darling. And I try to go to one every 2 months. I'll try and get one in there within 2 months.
Yeah,
I would try. All right, so okay, I'll love a little glow there. Okay, we love that. I didn't know you love a bit of bronze, my love. That was news to me.
Like,
you love a bit of bronze, huh?
When I go to work, 100%. Because I always also I'm away so much of the summer and I'm in the sun, so it's about trying to remember to use the right lotions in the sun.
SPF all the way, lovely.
I love the sun. I love the heat. I love sunbathe for not for about an hour, and then I'm kind of like bored shitless. But I do like to look like it. Yeah, I'm very white at the moment for me.
I get it. No, you've got a nice little glow going on. I have to say, you have a nice glow. Got a glow going on for me, yeah. I love that. Okay, you surprised me today with the love of skincare you got. So thank you for the surprise.
You're welcome.
Yeah, sure. You will love it. But that's the end of the episode. So I want to say a massive thank you for joining on.
Thank you, and see you around.